Well, hello everybody, this is Mr. Lee David Carter, and I wanted to talk about dysphoria and does it ever go away? So this is the question people ask, okay, does it ever go away? So when you look at gender surgery and then you go through the surgical transition, you know, you have a positive outcome from this in order to decrease the dysphoria. So the question is, you know, does it go away? And I feel that it needs to be looked at and researched and studied into more when looking at this, basically. Because there's so many factors and it all depends on the individual. So, you know, those that are at a stage, you know, that they may have completely eliminated the dysphoria. Those that are much younger, the newbies, probably, you know, they're luckier. Going through the transition at an early age, they may have not had any kind of dysphoria at all. However, saying that, when you look at the majority of the younger ones, and everybody's different, we're not all the same. But as for the older people going through it, and obviously the younger ones, you know, they go through it at a young age and they've eliminated the dysphoria, many of them. They're living a much healthier, happier life. So, like you know, everyone's different, and the mind and the body is an unusual thing because we are all different. So those going through the transition later on in life, like I went through the transition a decade ago, okay? I went and did it later on in life. And being more traditional, sometimes with dysphoria, it can continue for a long while. And I've spoken about this, speaking out in interviews, how there's so many factors to dysphoria. It's not just about binding the chest before you even go through the surgical transition. It could be things like your voice, or it could be the shape and size of your penis. It could be having that masculinity, that muscle, that build. It could be size of your hands, whether you've got an apple on your throat, or, you know, or the size of your feet even, or maybe even whether your chest is big enough and you're looking masculine. All of that's dysphoria when you transition. These are some of the factors. It could be your hair even, losing hair. They're all factors, okay? Everybody's different. So those older in life, and I'm going by my experience, even though I went through it a decade ago, like for many years, I still had that little bit of dysphoria inside of me. And it is a long process. And of course, as I said, everybody's different. But now, and I've spoken about this in an interview, the dysphoria has gone, and I feel like I'm just existing now, and it's a privilege that I'm just living my life as a man and not having any kind of dysphoria at all now. I'm happy and content with who I am, and I think more importantly, it all depends on the person as well. And you know, I've learned, and I'm going to share this to you, to learn to love yourself, love you, love who you are. Love yourself, okay? So my advice to anybody out there is anyone that's going through dysphoria still, even after the surgical transition, they've gone as far as that, and not just hormones, that the dysphoria, and it is a long process, it will eventually go. It's being able to adapt into a new way of life. You know, you've gone through a major transition. You've gone from being born female to being a man. Or trans man as you call it, but being a man. So you've gone from that to that. And it's a big thing. So go easy on yourself, because it takes time. It's taken me years. I'm in a place now where I don't have any kind of dysphoria. I don't worry about being out there. I go into a toilet, I don't care. I'm just a guy. I just see myself as a dude. I don't worry about the dysphoria part anymore. That's gone. It's been eradicated. And to many that will be eradicated, and it's not just the younger ones or majority of younger ones, everyone's different, but you know. So if you're talking about does it ever fully go away, well yeah, in my experience it does. And to anybody out there that's suffering with those symptoms of dysphoria, you know, just go easy on yourself, love yourself, and you'll find that it is a long process, and the dysphoria will eventually be eradicated for many, although for many it may not be eradicated, but it will be. So that's what I wanted to say. With many of the symptoms that are suffered with dysphoria, it is it's a process, and to me it was a gradual process for me. So thank you for coming to join me on this video. I'm going to say please press the subscribe button and to come follow me on this journey. You can reach me on www.leedavidcarter.com, and if you've got any questions you want to ask, you can reach me on info@leedavidcarter.com. So I want to say bye for now, love and light, and please everybody, reach your highest potential, just go for it, be you and love you, and be yourself. Bye for now.